This is a clean Range Rover. Now you may look at it and think on the whole it looks alright and it's fairly tidy, but there's one particular area that people commonly forget. Can you tell what it is? That's right, that's the tyres, because people tend to spend more time focusing on the actual alloy itself. They forget the important part around the outside. And that's where today's video comes in. For test number 1, we have a BMW M8, and we're going to be trying this out on a wet tyre just to see if we get any runoff from the gel. And we're also going to be using the brand new tyre brush. With tyre cleaners, people often say that a wet tyre would actually weaken the formula, because you could argue the fact that it has been diluted when it's wet. But nevertheless, it's still important to see the cleaning power from all aspects. For starting off, I just went round each of the tyres spraying Yum and Dress, and I wanted to see whether wet tyres would actually make a blind bit of difference to the formula. While the chemical is dwelling on the tyres, you can use that time to jump onto the wheels. But if that's not for you, then just focus on the tyres and arches first. And you'll know when the tyre is ready to be cleaned, because they should start to turn slightly brown, which means the gel is working. I like to do 1 to 2 wheels at a time on my maintenance valets. With the summer finally being here, it's important not to get too ahead of yourself, or you will risk those tyres drying too quickly. Now, if you want to watch an entire video on how to clean your wheels in 5 easy steps, then make sure you check out the video in the description below after this video has finished, as I talk about all the tools that you're going to need to get those wheels cleaned. The Yum Cars tyre brush has carefully been designed to be stiff enough to agitate the dirt, but not too stiff to the point you get splashback, so it complements Yum and Dress nicely. So tyres can either be left to dry, or you can use a dedicated towel or a car dryer to speed up the process if you are going to dress them afterwards. And if you're liking what you see, then you can get 10% off all purchases at yumcars.co.uk when you enter the code EPIC at the checkout. With the tyres all scrubbed, it's now time to rinse them off. So for your average Joe who likes to clean your car at the weekend, this will definitely be good enough for you. However, if you want to be that perfectionist who wants nothing but the very best finish, then simply give it another hit with the gel. So the BMW M8 seemed a little easy to clean, so let's try something grubbier. This time we're doing a deeper clean on the wheels and tyres, which are already dry, so you'll get to see the insane cleaning power of their wheel cleaner as well as Yum and Dress. And by the time that's had a chance to activate on the alloys, I could then get out the alternative brush for the tyres. And at first you'd think the Vicam brush couldn't clean them as well, but it did. So you do have plenty of choices when it comes to wheel brushes. Although you do get a little bit of splashback from using these softer ones, you still didn't get too much problems. As the BMW was having a full valet, I had to make sure these wheels came out perfectly. But because the wheels were incredibly heavy on brake dust, I had to give them another spray, and I also gave the tyres a second scrub too, bringing them back to their best, and as you can see for yourself, they looked awesome. It's amazing when you take a step back and you look at the tyres and you compare ones that have had a deep clean with a dedicated tyre cleaner to those that haven't. And not only that, the majority of people tend to prefer wheels that haven't actually had a tyre gel. So not only are you saving money, but the wheels will actually stay cleaner for longer. So it's the best of both worlds. And now it's time to take a vote, and I want to ask you guys and girls, do you even bother scrubbing your tyres when you clean your car? Or do you just rinse it off with a pressure washer and hope for the best? Let me know. If you want to see more videos for beginners, then I have a whole dedicated playlist which is jam-packed full of tips and tricks. And I recently brought out a brand new video all about how to clean the interior of your car, which shows you all the methods you need to do from point A to point B. So if you want to get involved with more videos like that, then don't forget to smash the subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications.